What's up, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with NIO, Tesla SPY, and the overall market. I'm going to break down some big news that came out involving Elon Musk and President Trump that's causing the market to sink. What you should be watching for as time goes on. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. So, as far as the market's going, looking at NIO, we got this rejection. We were trying to bounce only to start selling off. But the whole market came down. If you look at SPY, if you look at Tesla, it's down 14%. It's just madness, and there's no guarantee we're done with the selling yet. We have to see if we could hold this support around the low 270s. We might see a small rebound if that holds, but then we could continue to fall more. We need to see if this support holds near 270 to 275. That's going to be the next key level. So what's going on? NIO is holding up as the ET9 is getting a lot of attention. Their overall profitability is still weak compared to what we are looking at when it comes to expectations. But I do want to say that the long term is still very bright because of their expansionary plans. Now, when it comes to the whole market is sold off, and I do think this is affecting NIO to some extent. President Trump did end up speaking to Xi Jinping of China. They had a very, very good call according to President Trump. That's why we saw the market bounce. They primarily talked about trade, and President Trump is saying that a trade deal should be coming. So that's some good news. Yes, in the beginning, we were actually holding up well, and then the market started to dump, and so did NIO. That's because of this feud between Elon Musk and President Trump, and it's just insane, guys. I mean, I honestly am gonna get a headache if I just keep on reading about this. It's just so crazy. These guys were best friends. Now they are enemies, and they are just going on about it. So what happened was Elon Musk was not happy about the spending bill that President Trump has. He's been criticizing it. And as a result, President Trump started to criticize Elon Musk, right? He claims that he took away the EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted. And Musk is now not happy about that. They were arguing about a bunch of things going on about it. There's a lot to it. They were arguing. President Trump was just arguing that Elon Musk now has Trump derangement syndrome, and that's just a bunch of things like that. Even President Trump was talking about how he would have won Pennsylvania without Elon and been fine, but then Elon said that Trump would not even be president without him. So they were arguing for a long time, and then President Trump said this, which caused Tesla to dump. He said the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. He is surprised Biden didn't do it. Musk then said keep the EV/solar incentive cuts in the bill, also cut all the crazy spending and the big ugly bill so that America doesn't go bankrupt. And they continued to argue. President Trump said that. Then Musk also responded by saying, in the light of President Trump's statement about the cancellation of my government contracts, SpaceX is now going to be decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately. So it's insane, guys. And then on top of this, Elon Musk is now criticizing President Trump's trade policies. He is saying that, so he responded on Twitter. I was looking for it on Twitter. I didn't really see this, but I am seeing lots of headlines that are quoting this. So the quote is that when responding to the Dogecoin co-creator Billy Marcus, Elon Musk, he didn't really hold back when responding. We heard him say that, it could finally be said that Trump's tariffs are super stupid. Musk didn't hold back. He and then ended up saying um, the Trump tariffs will cause a recession the second half of this year. He's criticizing President Trump's tariffs. He doesn't like the way Trump is doing things. He doesn't like his spending bills. They're attacking each other. Then Elon Musk also said some really, really big claims about Trump. Excuse me. They were very, very bold. I can't really put them on my channel. They're kind of like, it's not really right for me to put them on here, especially because of the fact that I have standards to follow when it comes to policies for YouTube. So I can't really put that on here. There's very, very, big things that Musk said. He dropped a bomb when saying it. If you guys just look it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's really bad. So, the market's tanking as a result. I think this is dragging NIO down. Going into tomorrow, it's finally going to be Friday, the last trading day of the week. We have non-farm payrolls, the unemployment data in the morning. Then we have more payrolls data when it comes to manufacturing and such, and even more data that's coming out. It's mainly just in the morning, and then we'll see what else happens with all this drama. I'm sure Musk and Trump will say more things tomorrow. Broadcom just had earnings. As of right now, they had decent earnings, beating expectations with revenue of $15 billion. Don't forget, they're very involved with Nvda and many of these AI chips. So good news, at least so far. So we'll see how well we end up holding up. We'll see if Broadcom does continue to push or not. As far as the market's going, NIO's looking kind of weak here. We might be dipping to about the 3.4s or below if this continues. Tesla has a bearish divergence. We're going to see if we could try to break out higher or not. If not, we could be dipping all the way down to about 589 or below. So we're still looking kind of weak right here. We have this cup and handle like structure, so we're going to see if this breaks out or not. And if we don't, we're going to likely continue to fall even lower. So we could be dipping all the way down to 588. We look bearish with all the drama involving President Trump and Elon. It's not good, especially as they're now threatening each other when it comes to like cutting government subsidies for EVs and all these things. Tesla dumping also contributed. The QQQ is looking weak. Unless we reclaim 525, we're favoring 519 or below. Russell's kind of flat here. We're going to see if 207 holds. If not, 206 is coming. ES is dumping. We're going to see if we could hold 59.37. If not, we could be dipping back down towards the lower 5900s. NQ is rejecting here. We're going to see if we could hold above 21,500. If not, we could be dipping back down to 21,380. Bitcoin's rejecting here. We're going to see if we could hold above 101,000. If not, we could be dumping back down to 100,000. Tesla's barely holding this level. It's not looking good, guys. We might be going a little lower for like 270. We have to see if we could hold 270. If not, we might be dipping lower. As of right now, the drama continues between Musk and Trump. We might see a small bounce, but then we could be retesting these lows. Still want to be very careful. Nvidia is dumping. We're going to be looking for a test of 136. Apple is dipping. We're going to see a test of like 197 if this continues. Supermicro is a little bit weak here. We need to get back above 42 to bounce. If not, we're going to be favoring 39.5. Palantir is rejecting. We're going to see if we get back up to 124 and what kind of reaction we get from there. AMD is rejecting. We're looking for 113.8 and eventually 111. We'll see how it goes from there. Coinbase is rejecting. We have this head and shoulders like pattern. We're going to see if we get back above 250. If not, we could be dumping back down towards 235. Amazon is rejecting right here. We're going to be dipping to like 205 or below if this continues. Meta is also dipping. We're going to be likely retesting 671. We'll see if we bounce off that. It's still technically bullish despite that. Google's forming sort of like a distributive pattern. We have to see if 169 holds or else we're looking for 166. Microsoft is still bullish, though, could be looking for 470 plus. So the VIX is starting to break out here. We need to see if it could hold above 19. If it does, we have a gap to fill. That could be bearish for stocks, so we do anticipate some downsides. So make sure you're ready, guys, for a bit more downside. I want to be very blunt about that. This may also drag NIO lower, so make sure you're ready just to be safe. The risk is to the downside for now. Expect 3.4 below for NIO. This drama with Elon Musk and President Trump is insane. There's more details to it. I'm not going to go over everything and give you guys a headache. I mean, it's just really crazy. No surprises, though. We do have some more downside risk going into tomorrow. We'll see what happens with the data that's coming out. And just know there is a risk of downside looking at the charts. Thank you for listening and peace out.